It rained so much this past week, y'all. And it's something about the rain, depending on your mental state, how it can just affect your emotions. Some people love the rain. It's calming, it's soothing. But when you're grieving, those cloudy days can make you feel blue, just down in the dumps. When you're going through anything, it seems like time slows down. I woke up this morning to the sun out. In just a beautiful spirit. God said what you going through gonna pass. He be just showing us in the little things like the weather, that storms don't last always. God said there is no storm he can't cease. When we in these storms, we feel like we the only one that can feel it. We're the only ones awake that understand its power and how it's this close to taking us over. When the disciples was in the boat, Jesus was resting. And despite all the signs and wonders he already shown them, they still felt like that was the one that was gonna end them, that was gonna take them over. And when they woke Jesus out of fear, he noticed how weak their faith was. He told the winds to be still, and they did. The disciples talked among themselves, what manner of man is this, where he can tell the winds to be still, invisible winds in which we can't see, and they obey. I said this morning, I control everything. He said, can't nothing happen outside of my will. And when things do start to stray off course, it is I who aligns them. I said, when Satan want to tempt you, he has to first get permission from me. The winds can't overtake you unless I allow them, says the Lord. God said it was I who commanded the ravens to feed Elijah. God said I commanded that whale to spit Jonah back up on dry land. God said when the disciples had no money to pay the temple's tax, it was I who instructed Peter, who told him to go catch a fish. There would be money in the mouth of the fish to pay it. God said I commanded a donkey to speak to Balaam. God said what you going through ain't stopping nothing. His promise is still promising, despite what it looked like. God is all powerful. He is Alpha and Omega. It was him who parted the seas. It was him who had power in his garment. It's him who also gives and takes away. In the book of Isaiah, when Hezekiah became sick, when he became ill, God sent him a word and told him to put his house in order because he's gonna die. But when he prayed to the Lord, when he poured his heart out, God sent another word. He said, because I have heard you, because I saw your tears, I'm going to add to you another 15 years. God said you will recover. God, I don't care how much it's been raining, whether physically or in your life. I don't care how many times the storm brews or how often that cloud hovers. God said when he tell it to move, it must obey. And if he gave you a promise, you are going to bear witness of how obedient that storm is when it comes to getting out of your way and out of the way of the Lord. Because everyone and everything has to answer to him. You ain't seen your best days yet, but you better get ready. And y'all be blessed.